We will introduce now our friend Gagné. In his case, he claimed that there are multiple types of learning. Learning has 5 different categories, and each type of learning requires different instruction. For learning to occur, he proposed the 9 phases of learning, which must be executed in a sequential order. As an example, I will explain the 9 phases of learning needed to be able to recognize an equilateral triangle. First, we need to gain attention by showing, for example, a variety of computer-generated triangles. Second, we need to identify an objective by posing the question, what is an equilateral triangle? Third, we need to recall prior learning by reviewing definitions of triangles. Fourth, we need to present stimulus, for example, by giving definition of an equilateral triangle. 5, we need to guide learning by showing examples of how to create the triangle. 6, we need to elicit performance by asking students to create 5 different examples of triangles. Then we need to provide feedback. We need to provide immediate feedback of students' performance to assess and facilitate learning. This can be through confirmatory feedback, if the student did what she or he was supposed to do, or remedial feedback, if the student needs extra guidance to find the correct answer. 8, we need to assess performance. Has the objective been achieved? 9, we need to enhance retention and transfer. Have students internalize the information? A good way to do this is by showing them pictures of objects and ask students to identify equilateral triangles. Gagné provided examples of events for each category of learning outcomes. Gagné's theory has been applied to the design of instruction in all domains. In its original formulation, special attention was given to military training settings. Gagné addressed the role of instructional technology in learning. Back to Skinner now. According to him, to develop complex skills in the classroom, we have the following steps that are needed: inducing a response, reinforcing subtle improvements, providing for the transfer of stimulus control but gradually withdrawing the prompts or cues, scheduling reinforcement so that the ratio of reinforcement to responses gradually increases and natural reinforcements can maintain behavior. If we pay attention, we can see some similarities between both categories. Gagné's 9 phases of learning commences with an activity that helps to gain attention. And in the case of Skinner, response is induced in the classroom by, for example, showing a picture and making children say the word that identifies the object found in the picture. This is also a way of gaining attention. Another similarity is that both Gagné and Skinner use reinforcement as a way of eliciting improvement, and also both aim at the transfer of knowledge to other scenarios aside from the material learning class. Other similarities between Skinner and Gagné's theories are: both principles of instruction and conditions were created to use in the classroom. Both were applied their findings to human learning. Both have a component of behavioral change. Both claim that instruction must meet the needs of individual learners. And both look at observable changes in human behavior that causes learning.
Created using Powtoon.